Okay, in order to keep videos short, I've actually started this can. It's actually almost done. One thing you're going to notice is when you've taken the top out of this thing, that this edge is going to be really sharp and it's going to be a bit of a lip there. So that is why you need the round tool, such as the handle of the hole punch. Is you want to kind of push and roll that that ledge. You want to push and roll that edge in flat right there, so that there's no lip. Well, or at least just a minor lip. So you're going to push and roll, and that's honestly about the most time-consuming part. And you're going to really push hard and push in to get that to roll, and just roll that edge around. So then after you've rolled the edge, you're going to want to mark a line about between 7/16 and 5/8 of an inch. It's all about the depth of the hole punch. So probably realistically somewhere around 7/16 or 5/8 or so, and just make a mark, you know, hold the pin against something like that, and then just spin the can to make a line. After you've made that line, then you're going to put the can on the clock, and you're just going to make a tick mark for every 5 minutes. So you're just gonna stick it like that and just put a tick mark on the index every 5 minutes. And I did it kind of quickly, so I may have missed just trying to go fast, but that's going to give you 12 holes. And it doesn't really matter if they're not perfectly evenly spaced. It's still going to function just fine. After you've done that, then you start punching the holes. And what I do is I use this flat right here to index on the tick mark, and then I go to the depth. And I want the puncher to go in from the outside. I don't want to punch outward. I want to punch in. So I just slide it on there like that. Index up to my tick mark. Make sure I'm at the right depth. And punch a hole. Slide up to my next tick mark. Make sure I'm at the right depth. Punch a hole. And so on until you've done all 12 of them. Just like that. So that's our cat can stove. One thing I forgot to mention is that you're going to want to cut a piece of coat hanger, just the V edge off of a piece of coat hanger, to set on the stove like this. And the reason for that is because if you set your pot right on this, it will push flame out of here, and that's just fine. But if it's really cold, it'll suck heat out of the stove and it might burn out. And the other reason is, if it is burning hot, the alcohol that's in here is boiling, and as things boil, it rises, and you might have alcohol sort of stick to the bottom of your pot. So if you lift it off and move it too quickly, you might have burning alcohol on the bottom of your pot as you set it down. So it's important to have a spacer here. So the next video will be how to use this stove.